Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another edition of From Day One, the Sunday, June the 5th edition to be precise. As we rock and roll in Dominion, we go to Judge Simpson's courtroom today, where he has to deal with a very couple tough, really tough defendants. Your Honor, it's your courtroom. You may take it away.
For cause case, People versus Corey Duncan.
Amber Harris listening on behalf of Mr. Duncan. Mr. Duncan, if you are present, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
Corey Duncan.
Your Honor, we are also asking for an adjournment in this matter, just to finish discussing any plea negotiations.
Why aren't these discussions finished?
Well, I have spoke with Mr. Duncan, and I know what Mr. Duncan is looking for. I reached out to Ms. Kirby in regards to Mr. Duncan's matter. I just have to see if Mr. Duncan would accept what Ms. Kirby is offering. I have had conversations with him, and it's just certain things that he doesn't agree with.
May 18th, 2022, 9 a.m. Can I say something?
No!
Yes, sir. If you want to, sir.
So basically, at the last court proceeding, there was like the breakout room where the discussion of time served.
Well, sir. I don't want you discussing anything on the record or with me regarding anything that you may have discussed with your attorney. So I'm going to stop you from saying anything at this point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Because all of those are privileged communications, and I'm not going to have you blurt them out. All right?
I got to come back May 18th.
Yes,
Correct.
Listen, I don't understand like why this is like being drug out like this in any way, shape, or form.
Sir, all right. Hold on. I adjourned it the last time. I got a request for an adjournment this time for further discussions. My understanding is that there has been communication going on between counsel. So the only thing that I can do is attempt to try to give you another date so all of that can happen, and hopefully there'll be a resolution to the case.
I'm saying I already did my time for this case. Like I I gotta go to work, and every time I'm not even at work right now because I have to get on this screen because you guys keep ignoring me.
Mr. Duncan.
I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with just giving? I did 6.5 years straight. What's wrong with just giving me my time served? Give me whatever restitution. I don't care if you charge me.
Nobody has said any of that to me. I am not part of those
That's
discussions.
what was discussed at the last court date.
I am not part of those discussions. By design, I'm not part of those discussions. So you have to talk to your attorney. He's talking to the prosecutor. You get on here.
That's not even my attorney. Like, I don't even understand how this attorney is representing me, like right now.
All right, look, I am not the one to try to resolve those issues with you. If you want to
go, I get another attorney? Because this attorney's calling me the day before. There's a conflict of interest somewhere.
Mr. Duncan, I don't know what. Mr. Craigo, let me put you and him into a breakout room because you can tell him what I'm trying to tell him.
Exactly.
Just keeps talking and I'm not getting anywhere.
I got that.
So, can you put Mr. Craigo, Mr. Duncan into a breakout room?
So he can beat the shit out of him. Thank you.
Or it does tell the case, or retell the case, People versus Corey Duncan.
This is the public defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Mr. Corey Duncan. Mr. Duncan, unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
My name is Corey Duncan.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to Mr. Duncan in the breakout room. At this time, my client would like to tender a plea of guilty under the offer that has been extended by the prosecution in this case. And it would be a guilty plea to count 1 in this matter. Count 2 would be dismissed. We agree that the restitution would be $1,500, and my client is rejecting the offer of HIDA because he does not wish to be placed on a period of probation. Is that your understanding, Mr. Duncan, of how you wish to proceed today?
Yeah, I mean, there's the whole, like, intertwined process.
Is that a yes or no? Is that how you want to proceed?
I mean, I want to just make sure it's, like, clear as to why I don't want the.
I don't think anything's clear at this point.
Understanding there. I don't know if we can do that after or before.
Your Honor, I think there's been a clear breakdown in communication, so we will again revisit the adjournment. Mr. Duncan wishes to resolve it today. We had a lengthy discussion about that. It appears that he is now changing his mind, so we will ask for that adjournment so he can come back and speak to.
What are you talking about, man? That's not what I'm saying.
All right, look, folks. I just have to make sure everybody's clear. Mr. Duncan, just listen to me, please. And that is that if there's restitution which is involved, and I get you may want the time served and maybe not want the probation. I don't know if that's it. I'm just gleaning from telling you. If that's the case, that's going to be unlikely unless that probation is paid up front, or unless the restitution is paid up front. It's just going to be a claim.
This 5 years. When you guys,
Sir,
did not come get me from the MDOC for this case. What are you
Mr. Duncan,
about?
let the judge finish.
They're telling me I gotta put $1,500 up out the gate, otherwise
I
you can't
don't
do
know.
the
That's what was said. I didn't say that out the gate. I just said if it's going to be paid over time, that's what's going to happen. I mean, you can listen to me or not listen to me. It's right with me if you want. It doesn't matter to me. May 18th, 2022.
Yeah, I'm not coming back, man. You can suck my motherfucking dick, man. And I smack my.
Mr. Duncan, stop talking, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, that was enjoyable. All right.
That was enjoyable.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's going to go back. You know that.
Yes.
He's going to be going back. So, by the way, let me have that one. I am going to, and since he is no longer here and doesn't want to go here, given the comments that he's made to the court, I'm directing that his appearance on the 18th be in person. So it'll make it a little bit shorter trip to get him where he's probably going to end up.
Way to go, Judge.
Very good, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We're going to make that in person so that way we don't have to get him so far when we lock him up.
First case, People versus Corey Duncan.
May we approach briefly, please?
All right, we're back on the record in the Duncan matter. Suffice it to say, my understanding is there'll be a motion forthcoming. I'm not going to go through the rationale or the reasons on the record. I will indicate that that's forthcoming. I am going to then adjourn this matter out so I can hear that motion and or sign it on paper. I will adjourn it out to June 8th, 2022 at 9 a.m. This proceeding, as I had indicated the last time, the defendant is ordered to appear in person with the court. So we can, Ms. Freeman, you can let new counsel know or whatever. I won't issue a warrant at this time because I ordered it for this hearing and he is not here in person. But I'm ordering it for the 8th because apparently he's got something he wants to say to the court. So we'll do it in person, face to face. Thank you. Don, continue. Phone number? Or you can't use your iPhone. I'm just asking.
Okay, got his number. You so bad. My God. You're the hubby's friend. Oh,
I know. Miss Johnson, I know
God bless you. You know
that was bad. That was bad. I shouldn't have said
but
that.
I still love you, though. God bless you.
All right. Actually, I think you actually may be down because you're right at our access point. You might be able to just walk right down the hallway and make the appointment.
Okay.
She can do that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr.
All right, Miss Valera, be nice to Miss Johnson.
He always is.
I know, but you know.
I know. But I'm going to do the right thing.
First case, People versus Michelle Kresnak.
Speaking for on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Michelle Kresnak. Ms. Kresnak, will you unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please?
Michelle Kresnak.
Thank you.
Smart girl.
Today's date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. I've attempted to reach Ms. Kresnak by telephone. She was experiencing some phone issues. Everything was going to voicemail. We were unable to speak in anticipation of today's proceedings. Thankfully, she did answer a call this morning. We're asking for a short adjournment so that she can continue to maintain her sobriety and work towards a resolution in this case and provide our office the necessary documentation to forward to the prosecutor seeking any potential reduction.
June 1st, 2022, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Heather Messina.
All right, and Ms. Messina, there is an offer today to reduce to an impaired driving, and she would like to accept that, but she is going to be pleading no contest. I believe the court should have the police report.
And, Your Honor, before we take the plea, that there is violations that need to be dealt with.
Absolutely. Do you have copies of the violation report?
I know that she had, the last one that I saw was the missed test, I believe.
Now you have a report, bond violation report dated May 12th.
Okay, that one I don't think that I have received.
Well,
I will forward that to you right now.
Okay, thank you.
Because and while that's being forwarded to you, I have the last 5 tests, I have cocaine in our system.
Uh-oh, you have cocaine?
4 of the 5 times. And then there are others before that. I mean,
Okay, and I did speak with her. I did see the one positive test. I just didn't have the updated report. I did speak with her about it. She does admit to the violations. She expressed to me that she knows that she has an addiction issue. She actually has a bed that is ready and waiting for her at Bear River. They're supposed to come and pick her up today, and she is asking.
Where's the proof of that?
Do you have some sort of documentation of that, ma'am?
They don't have documentation. They're just, I have a text message that they said they're 45 minutes away.
Because I'm telling you right now, without that documentation, I'm issuing a warrant. And if I need to send Saline PD to get her, then I'll send Saline PD or the state police up there to get her.
Okay, if we could pass briefly, I can call the facility and see if I can get that in writing.
Somebody better get it. Otherwise, we'll get her. Thank you.
Speeding up while we're waiting for that documentation. Okay, hold on. I'm going to focus on this guy on the phone.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to make you aware. I believe Jason Ventra was lighting up a glass pipe earlier.
That's what I thought.
Mr. Ventura?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, I had to unmute my phone.
What were you smoking?
Smoking?
Yeah, smoking.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you believe he was lighting up a glass pipe just now?
Not just now, approximately 15 minutes ago.
A glass pipe?
Church.
No, Your Honor. I was not lighting no glass pipe. I was picking bumps on my face in the mirror.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go back and look at it.
Okay, yes, please do.
We'll go back and take a look at that.
Please do.
Don't worry, we will, sir.
Case People versus Jason Ventura. Ms. Tang, you wanted to say something to the court?
Judge, I apologize. I was mistaken. It was his camera angle.
All right.
Aww.
All right. We reviewed it. That's why we review it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Court calls the case of People versus Eric Vermeulen.
Eric Anthony Vermeulen.
Gotcha.
Your Honor, this is just a driver my license suspended. I know Mr. Vermeulen, we don't have updated contact information for him to get in contact with him. The number that is on file belongs to someone else. I have not been able to reach him in regards to this case, so I'm unsure if he does have a valid driver's license at the moment.
He does not have a valid driver's license. Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Vermeulen.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm not good with these phones. I don't have a valid driver's license, and I want to apologize for taking the court's time up, but I've done everything that I possibly could to this point to try and satisfy the court. I have other dealings with another court, and they're not letting me move on. They got me set up.
He muted.
I was gonna say, line please.
Eric, you muted.
Bueller.
Eric? Okay.
Bueller.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, someone tried to call in, and it's all making all this noise. I'm sorry. So I want to apologize for taking the court's time, and please understand I've done everything to satisfy the court, both courts, and now they have me set up for another final settlement. This is my 5th one, and I don't know why they are doing that.
What court are you in?
This is the Saline Court in Saline. I think it's 14A.
14A4.
Okay.
Have the parties worked together to try to figure out what's going on at 4 as opposed and with this?
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craigo, I was representing, at the time, Mr. Vermeulen at 14A4 District Court before Judge Freshour, and he was before the court yesterday. He terminated the services of the Public Defender's Office. It's been a multiple times where we've been appointed, we've been removed from the case, and this is the 3rd iteration. We were removed again at the request of Mr. Vermeulen. It was set for final settlement conference by Judge Freshour. I believe it will be for the August date in which he is, again, terminated the services of the public defender.
Your Honor, the reason I've been terminating the services is because this is my case, and I'm going to suffer or I'm going to not. And I feel that public defenders should work for me, and they're trying to make my case for me. I asked them to file a motion, and they did not. And they told me it's frivolous. Well, this is my case. I wanted them to file a motion. I feel it's not frivolous, and I have other ways to even talk about it.
Eric?
Yes, sir.
How long have we been going around and around with each other?
Forever.
Quite a bit.
Okay.
But I don't want to go around and around.
But just listen. Just listen.
Okay.
So you wanted to file a motion.
Yes,
they were telling you it was frivolous. You don't think it's frivolous, right?
No. Right.
So in all this, it's got to be almost 2 decades we've been dealing with each other.
Right.
So at what point during that time did you pick up your law degree?
I didn't. But you know, honestly, I've been studying law for 2 years, believe it or not.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to please adjourn the case, and I would say as far as 3 months out, because
that's not happening.
3 months.
Well, I'll have to have 2 more dealings with the Supreme Court, I believe, and I believe that would be a reasonable amount of time to take care of this, because they set these about a month and a half out. I'd love to take care of business with you, Your Honor. Please understand, I'm keeping in touch with you, and if we just put it aside for...
Eric,
he muted himself again.
This case has been going on. You still there?
Eric, stop muting yourself. You get a face bump. You get a face bump.
Okay,
we all get a face bump for listening to him.
Can you hear me one more time?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, there you
go. All right. Eric?
But I don't know what to do. I mean, I've called, I've done everything, and it's just, I have to get through this court case to get things solved out, and then maybe a little bit more.
Okay. Eric, here's what I'm going to do. You need to talk with your attorney about this case.
Sure. You're kind of breaking up, but...
Yeah, it's not me. Right. You need to talk with your attorneys on this case. Okay?
Right.
And figure out how you're going to resolve it. I'm going to give you till June 8th. You need to come back with a resolution on this.
You know, I don't believe that's going to be ample time because I'm
okay.
set out.
Eric.
I do want to comply with you.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
All right. Put your law degree away. Talk to your attorneys. Come back and see if you can get this resolved.
I've talked to my attorneys, and I hope they understand this is my case.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
They don't have to understand anything. You need to listen. This is what happened last time you got convicted. You started doing stuff on your own.
Right.
Yeah, back when you shot the 3 deer with 1 bullet. That was your whole defense, right? Remember?
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So how'd that work out for you?
It didn't work out very good.
Yeah, it did. It didn't work out
the worst thing that
at
happened
all for you. So this is going to head the same way. You're
that was the worst thing that happened.
Eric, you're trying to resolve this driving while license suspended with that 1 bullet theory. Stop it. Listen to your attorneys.
I'll listen to them, but I hope you please listen to
Eric,
me too.
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you on the 8th.
Very good. I'll see you then. What date, time? The 8th of June, and the time is?
You'll get a notice with the time.
Okay, I'll follow up if I don't.
Usually that comes from your attorney, so you'll get it in this case. The 14-4 case, may not. I don't know.
Okay. I understand. They tell you got to take care of your obligation. They don't need to remind you. So I understand. And I'll take care.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else.
Yeah, too late, but thank you. All right. Let me try. I got to get this arrangement. Hey, is Mr. Bernstein?
Yes.
Here. The court does call the case of the People's State of Michigan versus. This is not right.
I'm trying to shut this thing off.
Just kick him out, please. Please.
Just give him a swift kick, Your Honor.
For Gulf State People versus James Fortin.
James, state your name for the record.
James Fortin. Hey, what are we doing?
We're being stupid, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe
Go ahead, Caitlin.
I believe Mr. Savage is asking for an adjournment because he does have a related case to our case. It's a felony, which is on the 23rd. So the felony will be leading the global resolution.
Well, Your Honor, that's partially accurate. I'm not necessarily asking for an adjournment, but that's how my discussion with Ms. Kirby went, that we would adjourn it because it seemed to make sense that this case should be resolved with another case that's up at the circuit court. But I was fine with setting this case for trial. So
what do you want me to do?
Judge, the other case we have a pretrial set for June 27th. I don't know if the court wants to set this for a trial after June 27th, and if I can't resolve it with that case, then we can just move forward with a trial.
What do you guys want me to do?
We want you to kill him, Your
I really
Honor.
have no idea what Mr. Savage wants. So.
I asked for, well, Judge, she knows what I want because I asked for a reduction. And
okay, fine. What do you want me to do with the case today?
Set it for trial.
Final settlement conference. June 15th, 2022, 1:30. Jury selection, June 17th, 2022, 8:30. Those proceedings are in person. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. Court calls case Brian Stone. What are we doing?
Your Honor, in this case, ultimately, Mr. Schoen has already entered one of the various pleas in the global resolution here, where once all pleas are received, I believe it's the people's position that they would be dismissing this case in its entirety. The final plea is the global in the global resolution is before Your Honor tomorrow on the PCC docket tomorrow afternoon. I don't want to speak for Ms. Kirby, but I anticipate she may want all pleas to be entered prior to dismissing the case, so which would require an adjournment beyond tomorrow.
That is correct, Your Honor, but I would just be entering anomaly, so if we could just have the June 1st date, and then I'll submit the paperwork after the plea is taken tomorrow. Thank you.
I like how Miss Kirby got right to the point. I don't know. Hall was taking like forever. It was like reading. It was like listening to like the digital version of War and Peace.
Your Honor.
It was the best of times.
It was the worst of times. It was the coronavirus of times. It was COVID-19 of times.
2022, 9 a.m. version might indicate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Recall it.
At what time, Judge? I'm sorry. I just really need to use the restroom. I've been on since 12:05.
Go.
Okay.
All right, go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Your Honor, can I go to the potty? Alrighty, and with that, we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. Of course, we'll have our auditors, Substance and Karen's up in the evening, and of course, Art Bell in Coast to Coast AM in the overnight. Until then, like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and as always, release the Krakens as we march along this afternoon and every afternoon here from day one. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tonight.